Good morning, everybody, and here we are. We've come to Great Hockham today, top end of Great Hockham today, for Wednesday the 17th walk. Only one walk today, a little bit quieter than expected because we had we had a couple of refusals today, which does happen. It does happen, and I never push it. But yeah, I shouted up this morning because obviously I was getting everybody ready to come out for the walk, and I shouted upstairs for Miss Willow. And 9 times out of 10, in fact more than that, 95 times out of 100, Willow is the first one down, waiting by the back door, dying to go out. So on the days when I give her a shout and she's like, meh, then I just leave her alone. So yeah, this morning we gave her a shout, and a little black and white face peered around the top of the stairs and then disappeared back towards the bedroom, which in Willow basically means no, don't really want to walk today, Dad, thanks very much indeed, on your bike. So yeah, that's where we went on our merry way. Come on, Mabel, come on. Mabel, come on. What is Mabel doing? So yes, on today's, I don't know why she's doing this. Come on. Mabes, come on. Come on, you coming? Come on then. Finally decided to come along after all. Right, come on. Oi, let's go. Chop chop. So yes, and then we also went along for Monty, who is our resident senior, shall we say. I don't think I'm wrong in saying that Monty is nudging 15, so he's definitely getting up there. The word best used to describe Monty, I feel, is cantankerous. He can be a bit touchy, can Monty? So yeah, I went round there to fetch Monty today as well. And a lot of the time you have to wake Monty up when you get round there to take him for a walk, because like most old folk, he basically needs a nap. Anyway, I went to wake him up today, and he was a bit snappy, which is, you know, he's old, and he kind of when he gets woken up, he doesn't really know where he is and what's going on. So obviously that happens. However, he remained in a somewhat surly mood, shall we say, for the time we were there. And usually, you know, you take his lead out and show him his lead, and he knows exactly what that means. But he really couldn't get his head round it this morning, and he just really, you know, you sort of sit there and wait for him to come to a little bit, and then show him the lead, and he's like, oh yeah, off. Well, today, nothing. He was just like, no, get stuffed, I'm on me rug. So just left him to it. As I said, they know when they know what me being there means. They're not stupid. They know what me being there means. Dogs are exceptionally good at making associations. And he knew what me being there meant. He just didn't want to come today. So that being the case, that's fair enough. We left him to it. So with those two being missing, we have a Vinny down at the front, followed by an Ariel, followed by a Maximus. Those of you that haven't met Max, he is the bloody enormous black thing. But as you can see, very placid. We have a Pippa who has been cunningly staying just out of arm's reach, but I think she's alright, so we'll leave her for now. We have a Mabel. We have the idiot twins on the lead, Liffey on the right, Bob the knob on the left. We have a Bella bouncing along up there, and that's just about everyone, I think. So it's a kind of a normalish sized walk. Usually I tend to think of a normal sized walk as being 9, but 8, 9, sometimes 10 is fine, especially if you're going somewhere where there aren't going to be many other dogs. They're quite happy with that. They're quite happy with that. So yeah, not really an enormous amount to report. No rumour, gossip, scandal. Everyone sort of seems pretty happy with the state of play. All just out a-mooching and having fun. Yeah. So I mean, I suppose what I was going to do, is I was going to start doing little doggy intros for people who have maybe subscribed and are having a look, who don't really know all of the dogs very well. So I guess probably the best one to start with would be one of mine, who is Ariel, the Springer Spaniel down at the front there. Ariel is 7 now. She's going to be 8 in October. And I went and collected Ariel from a breeder in Shropshire in the December of 2015, when she was 8 weeks old. And Ariel was the one who made me realise that when we got my first dog, Willow was most definitely not 8 weeks old when we got her. She was much younger. But Ariel has been... Ariel, hello darling, quite literally the best 500 quid I've ever spent. She is a very, you wouldn't think it when other dogs get in the car, because she can be a bit of a growly Gertie when other dogs get in the car. Bob, come on, let's go. And when other dogs kind of start going near her things, she can be a little bit growly. She doesn't like it. Now, I'm pretty sure that that's probably associated with me, actually. She and I kind of have a very close bond. She really sort of, because she was the reason I started the business, really. Because we were having kind of, it was costing us a fortune in doggy daycare and stuff like that. And my wife basically sort of said, look, why don't you just start a dog walking business? And then straight away, by starting the dog walking business, we're £400 or £500 a month up. And I'd never really thought of it like that, but I did. And, you know, obviously here we are 6 years later, with, you know, quite a healthy little dog walking business. But Ariel is brilliant. She's got a really kind of, she's a very gentle personality. She loves kids, as you can see, gets on absolutely fine with other dogs, you know, no problems at all. Very intuitive, very, very intuitive, to the point where I can't actually watch the football or the rugby league in front of her anymore. My wife has to take her upstairs when I'm watching sport, because most of the time when I'm watching sport, I'm just kind of like, meh, yeah, whatever, you know what I mean? However, if Liverpool aren't playing very well, or it starts getting very tense, this way guys, come on, this way. It starts getting very tense, Ariel can really sense it, and she hates it. She hates it. She will stand in front of the TV, she will stand on me, she will lie on me, she will make lots and lots of noise, until either the game is over or I turn it off. So she's very, very in tune with me, which in some ways is lovely, and in other ways not so much, because obviously, you know, if I'm stressed, it stresses her, which isn't very nice for her. But she's absolutely fantastic. I couldn't ask for, or have asked for, a better dog. She's absolutely brilliant. She's absolutely brilliant. Unfortunately, she does have some allergies, which aren't always the best. But being completely and totally honest, you know, she's absolutely brilliant. She's fantastic. So yeah, that's Ariel really. There's not. I know it sounds a bit strange. There's not a huge amount to really say about her, because she just slots in so easily to any kind of given situation. We can take her anywhere. You know, most of the time now, if my wife and I go out for dinner, Ariel will come along, because she behaves so well. And we've been very, very fortunate, because in terms of, I think across her entire life, genuinely, I think I've probably maybe put 12, maybe 16 hours training into her, and that's it. You know, is she going to come along and sit on command? Go on guys, this way. Pippa. No, probably not. However, does she have fantastic recall? Yes. Does she do what she's told, generally speaking? Yes. And have I had to put any genuine effort into that? None at all, really. You know, she's just that way inclined. She's a little people pleaser, and she's wonderful for it. So yes, that's Ariel. I'll do another little sort of intro to another one of the dogs tomorrow. I'll do an intro to one of the dogs that we're walking tomorrow, and we'll kind of build it from there, I guess. And then everybody is kind of familiar with all of the dogs that are out on the walks. It also means you know what to look for when they're doing things, because there's some of them that are very, very funny, absolutely hilarious. Their character is absolutely hysterical. So yeah, we'll do another intro tomorrow. I don't know who that'll be. I'll decide tomorrow, I guess. And yeah. So that's about it for today. I have chunnered on quite long enough. Bloody hell. That's 14 minutes. Christ. I really have chunnered on long enough. Sorry guys, I hadn't meant to do that. So yes, take care of yourselves. Have a lovely Wednesday. As I said, if you're watching the football tonight, I hope that you, like me, are looking forward to watching Real Madrid kick 7 bells out of Man City. Yeah, toodle pip for now. Take care.